All right, what's happening? Got a new something or other today. It's a Glock 48, new to me. And I wanted to do some size comparisons for you guys. Seen a bunch of videos on the Glock 48, the Glock 43X, the P365. Haven't seen a ton of good comparisons though of all over my holster, my PPQ. I have different size guns, like the couple Walthers here that I have, and the P365 with a 12-round magazine, which is typically a lot of guys carry it, and that's kind of how I carry it. I find I get the best grip on the gun with the 12-rounder, and especially if drawing from the Appendix. So concealed carry, in my opinion, is more about grip length than it is, and thinness than it is barrel length, right? So I was thinking about doing maybe the some weird wear on this gun already, and I haven't even put it in the holster. It's weird. I was wiping off. But I was thinking about doing the 43X, but every review I read on the 48 was that it was kind of like it just shot quite a bit better because it's got that extra barrel length and less muzzle flip and stuff. So I thought, well, I'm getting a 48, so I got a good deal on one. I did a trade straight across, and plus some ammo in my favor. So you're looking at a brand new 48. I'll tell you the main reason why I got this real quick. I really didn't have a ton of interest in this because it was a 10-round magazine, and it was like a size of a Glock 19 essentially, but thinner. And the Glock 19 has 15 rounds. Well, Shield, I think it's called Shield Enterprises. I don't know if you follow them on Instagram or on their website. They're actually making a flush fit 15-round magazine for the 48 and 43X, which is game-changing because it's not going to be any bigger. It's not going to stick out anymore. It's not an extension. It's going to be flush like this, but it's going to be an all-metal magazine. And a lot of people have said that this is not really a true single stack. It's kind of a 1.5. And if you took out this metal follower and made it all out of metal, you could possibly do that. And I think that's what they're doing. So that's a game changer. 15 rounds in a slim package like this is awesome. So we'll see, when those actually come out. They're kind of coming soon kind of thing right now. But that's why I picked one up. So I wanted to do some size comparisons, mostly to the Sig, but because that's been my main carry lately. But obviously the barrel length is going to be a lot longer. But again, that doesn't really matter for concealed carry. For me anyway. Most people. Here's the width. I mean, they have different grip angles, obviously, so it's going to be a little hard to tell. But they're about the same slimness. Same with the grip. The grip on the Glock might be a little bit thicker, but it's obviously longer, which is actually one thing I really like. It gives you a full-size grip. Here's the deal, though. When you compare them side by side like this, you'll see that the grip length on the 12-round mag is not a whole lot shorter than just the flush magazine on this gun. So if you're going to carry the 12-round magazine with the Sig, yes, you are getting 2 more rounds, but when this comes out with those 15-round mags, man, that's game-changing because it's like the same size but 3 more rounds and thin. Longer barrel, longer sight radius, less muzzle flip, a little easier to shoot. So something to consider. Not a whole lot of difference between those. Now, if you put the 10-round mag in, which I should have one sitting around here. Yeah, here's one with a pinky extension, and these guns are unloaded and safe, by the way. Show you that. My dog's going crazy. But here is the 365 with a 10-round mag and the finger rest. That's a lot of ways I'll carry it like that. So yes, it's going to be a little smaller. But the beautiful thing is, I'm not trying to replace this gun with this gun. I'm going to have both. But if you're carrying it with a 12-rounder, and when those 15-round mags come out, I'm telling you, it's going to be awesome. So here is the PPQ subcompact. This does have rounds in it. I'm not going to rock the slide though, so not going to be loaded. This is how I carry it with the finger rest, and you can see it's pretty much the same size as that Glock 48, even in the barrel length. Let me pull it back a little bit because I'm sure the Glock has a little longer barrel, but not a lot, and not a lot here. I mean, you do have extra grip. This is a shorter grip. This is longer, but not by a ton, especially with that finger rest. If I was to put the 15-round extension on, you essentially have a PPQ. That's why I brought this out. This is obviously going to be a bigger gun. This is a full-size pistol with a red dot and all that, but just kind of give you a size comparison there. You can see it's shorter in the grip. It's quite a bit thinner. And it's actually shorter in the barrel than the PPQ. And that's mainly because this one is the Q4 Tactical, which has a threaded barrel, but that's why mostly. So otherwise they'd be pretty close. But you can see that the 43 or the 48 has a shorter grip than the PPQ. So for the guys saying, why don't you just carry a full-size gun? Well, you know, it is a shorter grip still, and it's quite a bit thinner. And that does make a difference carrying in the waistband. Thinness is definitely a good thing if possible. I don't mind the double stacks. I've carried the PPQ all the time. I carry the subcompact. I carry the Q4 sometimes. But lately I've been doing appendix carry. And I think with appendix carry, and I've got another holster coming from this, and I've got a holster review I'm working on for this, same company. And I'll wait until I launch the video on that. But inside the waistband, appendix rigs. This is actually one of the rigs. Now I've stripped this down to some parts and stuff. This one was a kind of a test run. The magazine didn't fit, so he sent me a new one. But this is basically an appendix rig that has the claw and everything. And man, these are super comfortable. It's crazy. I've never appendix carried because I always thought it was so uncomfortable. But with a rig like that, it's awesome. So I digress. What was I talking about? Lost my train of thought completely. Anyway. But, carrying appendix. So carrying appendix thinner is always good. And being able to carry, you know, an extra 10-round magazine like you can with this is awesome. And when those 15-rounders come out, I'm telling you right now, the 48 and the 43X are cool. And, you know, they're kind of an answer to guys that want a bigger grip, a more full-size grip. You do get a full-size grip on this gun. It feels like a full-size handgun, right? But it's quite a bit thinner and lighter. Quite a bit lighter and thinner than like a PPQ or a Glock 19, M&P 2.0 compact, stuff like that. Obviously, the Sig is going to be smaller. No matter what you do, you're not going to beat this gun. Even with the 12-round mag, it's going to be smaller. Smaller in the barrel, smaller in the grip, everything. It's just going to be smaller. It's an engineering feat. I'm telling you, this thing amazes me all the time when I look at it. But I do end up carrying a lot with this 12-rounder, which doesn't give me much shorter grip than this at all. Very, very minimal. But I'm telling you, when the 15-round mags come out for these things, that's going to be game-changing. And you're going to see them here on this channel. I'm definitely going to review them. This is why I bought this gun, to do a review on the Glock 48, but also to, when those magazines come out, to do a review. And I do have new sights coming as well. I hate Glock sights. I couldn't find one with the Ameriglows. They do sell these with the Glock Night sights and the Ameriglow sights, which is pretty cool that they're offering those from Glock. But I ordered the Ameriglow sights off Amazon. They're like $60. They're cheap. They're not expensive at all. Tritium, you know, front. I think I did the Hackathorn. I had those on my Glock 43, and I liked them quite a bit. So, yeah, pretty stoked to have this Glock 48, especially when those 15-rounders come out, because it's going to be incredible. Now, another thing to note is the TLR6 that fits the Glocks 43s will fit this gun as well. And you could actually take this, if you had a 43, and what I would do if I had a 43, don't anymore, but if I had a 43, I'd buy a 48, because then you can just take the 43 slide and put it on this frame, and you'd have a 43X, and then you could have the longer barrel if you wanted with the 48. So that's what I would do if you had a 43. But just want to do some size comparisons, you know, kind of sitting them on top of each other. I think with the 12-round mag, obviously the barrel is going to be longer, which doesn't make it too big of a difference. I've actually, one reason I bought this too is because I tried it. I was actually able to put this in a tier 1 concealed appendix rig and try it at the store, which was awesome. I wish the holster would have been for sale. I probably would have left with it. But I just got an email and it made my train of thought just go out the window. Oh, I was able to try it and put it in and put it in appendix carried because I was concerned about this extra barrel length and honestly didn't even notice it at all. So I'm pretty excited. Thanks for watching, guys. And once I get once those shield magazines come out, you're gonna see them. But I'm gonna do some shooting videos on the Glock 48, comparing it to the 365 and the PPQ subcompact. Which, you know, if you look at this, and I wish it's like barely any smaller. And I wish I had the new CZ P10S, because that would be a good comparison too, but I haven't been able to find one. So if you guys know one, I'll maybe try to pick one of those up. That's going to be a 12-round magazine, double stack, probably more around this size. So, all All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.